Hello. 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 To the rewatch crowd. Eva. Mugs me. Joke's on you. I got nothing worth mugging. I ain't got jack shit. Woo! Point me. But seriously, where the hell is everyone? Two and a half minutes and only one person. Jeez. Come on, people, hurry up. Can't think of anything cool I learned today to share. I think we're alone now. It's funny to think that mall concerts used to be a big thing. And now malls are just dead, depressing places. Some have Build-A-Bear. I don't think there's any Build-A-Bear workshops here in Cornwall. Hey, Crystal. Malls for life when we were kids. Yeah, I'm sort of... That's sort of part of the last generation where that was really a thing. You know, malls... You know, malls were still sort of a thing when I was a kid, but by the time I got into my teens, I think they were really starting to fall off. Yeah, Uncle Buck. Shit, maybe not even my teens, really. Outlet malls now and outside live music. Hey, Bambi. Yeah, I suppose it would have been into my teenage years that the malls started dying off. They did die off quite thoroughly, though. I feel like it was when Walmart opened up in Cornwall that our malls took a dive because we had three main malls here in Cornwall. What made you think about that? So for like first 5 minutes, it was just me and Vanna in chat. So I started singing "I Think We're Alone Now," and like that was one of those songs that like was basically just a mall song, like mall concerts. Tiffany. Tiffany was just all about the mall concerts. Went to the mall a few times with the team. It was mid death. Once 2020 hit, the nails in the coffin. Oh, long before 2020. Yeah, because like Cornwall had three malls. We had Brookdale Mall, Cornwall Square, and Eastcourt Mall. Walmart opened up right next to Brookdale Mall. And being sort of one stop shopping uh, with cheap prices, people went there instead of to the mall. Instead of the mall. Wasn't even sure what you were humming to me. No offense. Fair enough. And it Walmart very quickly destroyed Brookdale Mall. Um, in Chicago, we had a dust storm. Ooh. Doesn't sound fun. Wasn't right. So Brookdale Mall died very very quickly. Um, Eastcourt Mall was always Eastcourt Mall was always I think always kind of in a tough situation. East End is not a particularly financially well off area of town. Um, so it just sort of naturally fell off. I think economic conditions caused it to just sort of fall off. Um, Cornwall Square did hang in for a while longer, but I think when I was a teenager, it sort of started to drop off. 3 miles and one bookstore. Um, I pretty much. I don't remember if Brookdale had a bookstore. Don't remember if Eastcourt had a bookstore either, for that matter. But yeah, Coles was always sort of the main bookstore. Occasionally, there'd be like another one that would open. I think there might actually be a bookstore out in the East End. Might be wrong. I think there is. I, I feel like there's a used bookstore somewhere in the East End. And again, when I was a teenager, there was actually a used bookstore downtown. Um, it was open. I think it might have only been a year. Like it was this guy who just like had collected a shit ton of books, so he'd just go around, open a bookstore, you know, go to some town, open a bookstore, and for a year, open a shop for a year, and then move on to the next town. You want a surprise? Sorry, no surprises today. I think we're alone now. I haven't listened to that song in like forever. I feel like I haven't listened to that song since I was like 15. 15, 16 years old. What's your favorite place in Cornwall? My bed. Hey, Margaret. How's it going? Meh. Why didn't I see that coming? Good question. I mean, it was the obvious answer for me. But I mean, honestly, there isn't really anywhere in Cornwall that I particularly like. I mean, I enjoy the food at Philo's, and I mean, there's a couple other places where I like the food, but it was not in Cornwall. That was in Ottawa. The villa was in Ottawa, so I did live there for a good few years. I moved to Ottawa 2018. Yeah, I think 2018 I moved out to Ottawa, and I was there until 2023. Hey, Rebecca. 2023, right? I like Ottawa better. I mean, Ottawa is just like it is a better city. One thing I will say about Ottawa, the one issue I have with it, it's not walkable at all. It takes to Bear Country. I don't think there are any gay bars in Cornwall though. Then, yeah, Ottawa is so not walkable. Like there are certain areas of Ottawa that are certain neighborhoods that are, but the city as a whole, oh, you need yeah, it's very spread out. I did kind of dislike that about Ottawa. Yeah, if you want to go anywhere, you need to drive, cab, or bus. Polar bears ever come to Southern Canada where people live? No, no. Polar bears are mostly up north. And I mean, like there are communities up there. There are communities up where polar bears live, but even then, they tend to stay mostly on their own. Yeah, they mostly tend to stay to themselves. Can't believe a moose exists. Seems like a dinosaur creature. I don't think I've ever actually seen a moose in person. Like, I've never actually seen a real live moose. I don't think. Because again, I don't think it's really the. I don't really go out in nature much. Walruses or harbor seals. Never seen either of those. I wish there was a cat the size of a moose. That actually sounds kind of terrifying to me. I mean, it's called a lion, Bambi. Lions or tigers. Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Oops, wrong hat. Must have been the wrong hat. I watched that show. Lying to Small, though. I mean, until they get close to you. I don't remember what it was, but I went to this thing once when I was a kid, and there was a tiger there in a cage, and they had like this little partition in the cage to split into two sections, and then you could get into the cage like on the other side of the partition, and they take a photo. And because the partition was so small, because the wall was so small, it didn't show up on the camera in the picture. So it looked like you were in the cage. So it looked like you were actually in the cage with the tiger. Probably still got that photo at my mom's house, my mom's place. Loser said. Yeah, when I'm at my mom's place, show off all those. I'll show off a bunch of photos. They're just in her closet, so when I'm there, I'll take down the photos and show them off. So like vacation photos and would I be into being a mermaid? I think not. I don't think I'd want to be a mermaid. I don't particularly enjoy swimming. Like I'm capable of swimming, but it's not something I particularly enjoy. So yeah, when I show off those pictures, you'll be able to see the gingerbread copy of my house that my mom made one Christmas. Which like it's very impressive. I'd be a sloth or a turtle. You just gotta sit in a rock and look pretty till a rich dude comes along. I mean, fair, I suppose. Just realized it's just around the corner from me. Ooh, nice. Visit heaven for animals. That'd be cool, just being able to go to the zoo on a regular basis. Hey, Buttercup. There's an open aviary, and birds can land on you, and I think you can buy a seed stick to feed them. That sounds cool. I mean, I don't think I'd want to experience that, but it sounds cool. I have one of those bird sanctuary places too. Not against zoos, some animals can't be put back into the wild. Yeah. Never said that the whole time, but I really liked it. Let's just hope no one ever brings. Let's just hope no one ever introduces the birds to Hitchcock. No one play any Hitchcock in the aviary. Look at your hyperextension. Yep. Did Hitchcock make the bird sentient and vengeful? I don't know. I never watched. I never watched that movie. I just know one of his movies has the birds go crazy and attack people, and that he strapped a bird to one of the actress's faces, and she almost lost an eye because of it. As I recall, that actress had refused to sleep with Hitchcock. Guy directed The Shining would never. I was scared of birds after that. Then I got older and saw how fake the birds were. Um, Apparently, the majority of the birds were actually real. Hey, Caroline. Yeah, one attacking wasn't. Yeah, so um, I was just trying to look at the details on it, and Hedren recalled the week she did the final bird attack scene in a second floor bedroom as the worst of her life. She asked Hitchcock about her character's motivation to go upstairs, and his response was, "Because I tell you to." Great direction there. Great direction there, Al. And tells Stealing Your Thunder and viewers, yeah, that's fine. She's allowed to. She was assured the crew would use mechanical birds. Instead, Hedren endured 5 solid days of prop men protected by thick leather gloves, flinging dozens of live gulls, ravens, and crows at her. In a state of exhaustion, when one of the birds gouged her cheek and narrowly missed her eye, Hedren sat down on the set and began crying. Physician ordered a week's rest. Hitchcock protested, according to Hedren, saying she was the only one left to film. The doctor's reply was, "Are you trying to kill her?" What's wild is once that movie is done, like actors really earned their payback then. Like after a week of having birds chucked at her head, she agreed to do another Hitchcock film right afterwards. Seen in a phone booth that was a fake bird. Yeah, it's like a solid week where Hitchcock had dudes whip birds at her head. And then he's like, "Hey, you want to do another movie with me?" She's like, "Sure, that sounds super." At least that one was a psychological thriller. No birds being whipped at her head. Like, I want to raise. I would hope so. Also, he was fucking obsessed with her. And yeah, his sexual harassment of her did lead to her, like, that second film she did. She's like, yeah, I'm not working with you again. Just got an ad Universal Horror Unleashed in Vegas. While you're talking about Hitchcock. Yep. Did trans women reach menopause at some point? Don't think so. Time you were complaining about Amazon, I got an Amazon ad. We're always being monitored. Like, I wouldn't expect that trans women would go through any sort of menopause. Like, I know some do get like monthly cycles, period like cycles, where they get like the bloating and the discomfort and shit like that. Obviously, there's no menstruation or anything like that, so it's not an actual period, but period like cycles. Some trans women do get those as a result of the estrogen they're taking. But menopause, I would think not. But I don't know. That's a cup of tea time. Yeah, when the conversations turn to periods and menopause, that's when you get tea and biscuits. Makes sense to me. So weird biscuits aren't a fluffy bread somewhere else. Biscuit as in scone. Biscuit as in cookie now. I always think of biscuits as cookies. It's weird to me to hear people think refer to biscuits and not mean cookies. Or the hard scones they serve kind of dessert style called cookies. What's better, being 20 or 30? I I'm at 30 in 3 years and terrified. I mean, it depends. Like, ideally, 30 should be better. Do you feel the biscuits from getting KFC? I mean, I don't get KFC, and even when I did get KFC, I never got biscuits. I just wanted the chicken. And I mean, I'd get fries and I'd get coleslaw, but mostly it was all about the chicken. Chicken, chicken, fried chicken. You were going to say that? I am predictable. Doesn't a midlife crisis start at 30? No. KFC fries over KFC mash is crazy. Eh. My thing is that I don't think people can afford midlife crises anymore. I can't afford a midlife crisis. I don't have the money for it. Not being able to afford it doesn't stop them. I think it does. I think most millennials are not going to experience midlife crises because they don't have the funds. So credit cards are for, yeah, and every millennial's got their credit cards maxed out already. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go crazy and buy myself an expensive car, and nope, I'm gonna go crazy and buy a used 2004 Ford Taurus. I don't believe in credit. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. Yeah, my credit card expired, and I don't have an active credit card right now. sudden reptile ownership. Yeah, that's going to be the midlife crisis for. That's going to be how millennials express midlife crises: is some sort of weird pet, not an expensive one, just weird. I want a monkey really bad. Yeah, until it claws your face off. Monkey will rip your face right off. Pet monkeys are a terrible idea. If I had $1,000,000, I would buy you a monkey. Haven't you always wanted a monkey? If I had $1,000,000, if I had $1,000,000, I would buy your love. Chuck E. Cheese, nice. I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese. I probably wouldn't enjoy Chuck E. Cheese anyway, but and Rebecca, Vanna, you can or Buttercup, Rebecca and Buttercup, you can always get sea monkeys, like out of the backs of comic books always had used to have those big ads for sea monkeys. You can get those. No, those aren't monkeys. I want this kind. I think most primates are very social and hard to care for. Yep. And of course, they're wild animals. I just wanted to get a pet rock. Well, I don't know. Maybe after I've finished house sitting for my mom. Um, just thinking, like, if I get one now, then gonna be at my mom's for staying at my mom's for a month, and I don't want the pet rock to get lonely or anything like that. I want to pet the Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I mean, I feel like he'd be up for a movie where he plays a pet. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if somebody pitched him a movie where plays a human pet, he'd be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do that." He seems to make weird choices for movies. The fucking Tooth Fairy. Hi, Elf. Yeah. He made a movie where he played the Tooth Fairy. He clearly doesn't have particularly high standards for the scripts that he accepts. I want to pet Bambi. Monkeys are my sensory nightmare. I hear you. Draw a face on and you can live happily ever after. Bambi is an underrated movie. It's been a long time since I saw that. I haven't watched it since I was a kid. I was gonna say I wouldn't mind watching it again, but Disney, so nope. So not an option. Not a fan of chocolate, Rebecca. Do you like Wally? Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Wally well enough. I feel like I didn't really love it as much as most people did. It's about two got in my mouth. Chocolate Easter egg and chocolate cake. People hate on the part of the ship with the fat humans. I find them hilarious. Yeah, in my case, it's just like, it was fine. starting to appreciate the reality of it more. It's a little virtue signally or whatever. One thing I will say, I watched it with Chantel, and I will say she's not the best person to watch movies with. Because she routinely just gets bored and like goes to do something else. Because I recall we watched it. I think we were in the Laughlin apartment. So her computer, we had a computer we had a computer in the living room. So we were watching Wally, and she got bored and went on her computer instead. And I don't know. I feel like that sometimes, like, when you're watching a movie with somebody and that person gets bored and starts doing something else, it kind of affects your. I feel like you pick up vibe. It changes your own vibe. That said, even aside from that, I just I found it okay. It was fine. I'm guilty, but I feel that or fall asleep completely. At 12 when I saw Wally in the theater, so it was a really big experience for me. Yeah, and I was like 20 something. I was like 26. I was 26 and saw it at home. Saw it on like on demand. No wrench for me today. Not yet. Go to Foodie's chat and pick something randomly for her to order. I'm tired of scrolling delivery apps. No, no. I wouldn't do it. She knows the restaurants better than I do. She knows the local delivery places better than I do. So she can't decide. Sure, but yeah, I can't provide. I would be unable to provide a an educated opinion on the matter. Besides, I can't help her order food because I have to go get more water. She just said gross wings. She didn't like them, but that's not my judgment. Yep. She don't. Gross wings are always disappointing. Have you ever enjoyed your own farts? Sure. Yeah, it's bad wings are like the most disappointing thing in the world. Because wings are like, because just in general, wings are just, they're good, you know? You know, wings are just really good food. So then when you get bad wings, it's a betrayal. While they made me fear cockroaches and the robots less, it gave me existential dread. Speaking of food, I should figure out what I'm going to get tomorrow because we're going out for dinner tomorrow for my brother's birthday. We're going to be eating out. I'm not going to say where. Once I'm back. So, yeah, tomorrow I will be live, or I will be late coming live. Or am I? Yeah, I expect tomorrow I'll be a bit late coming on live. When I'm here, I'll let you know where we ate. In the meantime, I should figure out what I want to get from that place because I don't really. It's not a place I particularly enjoy, honestly, that we're going to. Decided on Taco Bell. All Taco Bells are closing here in Australia, following Starbucks. We just didn't appreciate them here. Huh. Well, good night, Bambi. Hmm. Yeah, I suppose that's all I get. I think I know what I'm gonna get tomorrow. Hopefully it will be better than I think it will be. Apply to Firehouse subs? No. Rebecca! Thank you for $20, Rebecca. Get something good. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see if it's good. I have some money. I need to buy a monkey. Haven't you always wanted a monkey? So just 5 more seasons of Sailor Moon Season 2. Or 5 more episodes. 5 more episodes of Sailor Moon Season 2. So I'm almost finished the second season. Does mean that I'm going to have to watch an extra episode one of the days. Because I watch like 2 episodes a night. But Season 2 has an odd number of episodes. So I'm going to need to watch 3 episodes one night. In the meantime, I should also get started on the next volume of the manga. Whee! Sailor Venus cover with her Love Me chain. Adrian. Also, it's going to be the new Sailor Scouts. Uranus and Neptune are going to be in this one. I know Pet Rock will get her. Anyway. Hey, Chavita. Ooh, Cambodia. Nice. Neat. Sailor Saturn is also introduced in this volume. It looks like her actual sailor form. Is that me now? Oh, thanks. I do think that Sailor Saturn has like the coolest fucking design of them all. She just looks like an absolute fucking beast. She looks so awesome. And the glaive, you know? Who doesn't like a good glaive? Glaives are awesome weapons. I want the glaive. That's on David Icke. He is a white supremacist douchebag. He's a piece of shit and he can fuck off out of hell. I like my sailors with color. Well, yes, but. Also, hello, Scapegoat. No, I'm thinking of Icke. Icke's the dude who's all about like, oh, lizard people, right? He's the guy who thinks that powerful people are reptilian. Hold on, I am 40. There's a lot of anti-Semitism in his belief system because he thinks an awful lot of Jewish people are lizard people. He is notoriously anti-Semitic. Wife? I do not have a wife. I am single. Never saw the Sailor Uranus picture. Saturn is a huge symbol used by the elite reptiles. Yeah, I mean, the guy is a Holocaust denier. He called the Roth. Hey, Oregon's in. He said the Rothschilds are blood drinking Satan worshippers, which Yeah, there's a classic bit of there's a bit of classic anti-Semitism right there. Makes it escape to the USA. I did see that, Vanna. That they even called it. That they even left a message too easy. Been a while since before Rosie made her first breathless bikini attack on Foodie because I'm an adult. They put their minds to good use. Just imagine how things would be for them. You're an adult scrape. Are you though? Are any of us truly adults? I don't know that I'm an adult. I mean, yeah, I'm 40 and I'm not an adult yet. Elderly senior assisted living hospice care. Who seems charming, Rebecca? Am I missing comments or something? Just shit talking your oldest and most faithful. As I do. It's what I do. Would I really be me if I didn't shit talk my oldest and most faithful viewers, Jordan? I think not. Anywho. Hi, Mark. Yeah. Hey, color purple. Passport? Nah, I still haven't bothered getting my passport. A Bug's Life is wonderful. Such big eyes. Okay. That's out of nowhere. Oh, Vanna asked if I've ever watched A Bug's Life. Whoops. I've never watched A Bug's Life now. Worst Disney Pixar movie? I don't know. I haven't watched that many Pixar movies. Watched the original Toy Story. Might have watched Toy Story 2. I don't even remember if I watched Toy Story 2, honestly. I know I watched the original. I did eventually end up watching WALL-E. Toy Story was the original Toy Story was great. The original Toy Story was a great movie. WALL-E, Up, or Ratatouille. Yeah, I watched WALL-E. I thought it was okay. And it would seem that was all. Oh, Brave, actually. Brave was Pixar. Okay. I did also watch Brave, and I did really enjoy Brave. Following with Style, they made four. And they're working on a fifth. Toy Story 5 is in production right now. We watch Toy Story in pre-K every day and grew to hate with passion. Jeez. Christmas movie where Tom Hanks played all the characters? No idea. Polar Express. Yeah, that one wasn't Pixar, I don't think. And all sequel baiting, yep. So yeah, my favorite Pixar movie is Brave. Because Scotland. Yeah, exactly, Jordan. Because Scotland. But also, I mean, it is also just like a really well made movie. Like it does. Yeah, it does feel like it does kind of capture the vibe, I think, of the '90s Disney of the Disney Renaissance of the late '80s and '90s. Is there a term for a cute girl in Scottish? I mean, probably. Lass is usually just for girl in general. Bonnie Lass. Oh, she's a Bonnie Lass, isn't she? She's a Bonnie Lass, she is. Yeah, Brave did a really good job, I thought, of capturing the vibe of the Disney Renaissance era of the late '80s and into the '90s. Little Mermaid and onwards. I do think it did a really good job capturing the spirit of that era. Or see Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Nope. Yeah, I didn't have the romance element that was very common in that era, but I love the potato saying, "Way to go, Idaho." You're in a full body cast at the moment. Sexy. Yeah, Pixar is like I was kind of too old for Pixar. Like a big part, I think like a big part of why I didn't watch a lot of Pixar movies is because I was just too old for it. Like the original Toy Story came out when I was the right age to watch it. 1995. I was 10 years old. Yeah, I was 10 years old when the first Toy Story movie came out. Perfect age to be watching that movie. They cast their hands perfectly, exactly filling with the part. Um, Toy Story 2 was 999. I was 14 when Toy Story 2 came out, so I might have watched that one. I honestly can't remember if I watched it or not. And then, 16 for Monsters Inc. Yeah, 16's getting a little bit too old for a kids' movie. Finding Nemo to them through I was 18. We did watch it in Spanish class. We did actually watch Finding Nemo in Spanish class, funnily enough. I didn't really pay much attention to it, honestly. Told why I watched Sailor Moon, My Little Pony. Sure, because I no longer care about whether I'm too old for something. But like at 16, watching a kids movie at 16, you don't want to watch a kids movie when you're 16. Your logic is watching. I mean, it's sort of what it is. Like, you know, yeah, when you're 18 years old, you don't want to watch a movie for 8-year-olds. So I don't know. It's just so I didn't watch any of those stuff. Speak for yourself, Pony Boy. I mean, yeah, everybody's different, but like, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of 18-year-olds who don't want to watch a movie for 8-year-olds. Moana, though. I'm sure if I watched Moana now, I would enjoy it. Probably. You have to. It's Disney. So no. Only been to Disneyland 33 times. Never been, and I expect I never will go. And I don't want to go. Nuances. Like, there's wholesome things anyone can like, then there's unicorns with rainbow vomit. Why? Because fuck Disney. You know, Frosties at Wendy's. Didn't know they had them. It wasn't a devastating no. It was a not right now. It has to catch me on the right whim. I can't just go handing wrenches out all willy nilly whenever. I need to feel like it. What if I pay for my. No. Or sexual favors? Pay me for sexual favors? Nah. No. I'm not that kind of person. Me and Mickey Mouse are tight. Wish I was that kind of person. Then I could open an OnlyFans. I could probably make like multiples of dollars on OnlyFans. I could make a good few multiple dollars on OnlyFans. Huge thunderstorms. Yeah, we had some thunder. We had some rain earlier. Thunderstorm earlier. It's a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside. It's fun inside. MICKEYMOUSE. At Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. In the tens of dollars, yep. Exactly, Uncle Buck. I'll be into the Disney Speakeasy or whatever their secret club things they have had. Squeak easy. My eyes rolled so far back in my head, I could see my brain. Simmering in my house on an office chair. Hit the bookshelf and a wrench used to fix trucks fell on my head. This is about a year ago. Maybe I shouldn't make you. Maybe I shouldn't make you a mod then, Rebecca. Oh, like, sounds like you have bad experience with wrenches. You know? Do I really want to force you to relive that trauma? What happened with her wrench? Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't have good intentions. Does anyone? Good intentions are a myth. Good intentions are what the road to hell is paved with. Do we want a road to hell? What I say your intentions are? I think your intentions are dirty. You're not totally opposed to that route. It's hell on earth. Yes, let me relive it. I'm so tempted to mod you and then unmod you as a reference, like the wrench bouncing off your head. That would be amusing to me. But it would also take like 4 clicks to do. I'd need to click like 4 times to do it, so. That the laziest thing you've ever heard? By the way, Rebecca, I think you might be a few minutes behind. I think you might be like 3 or 4 minutes behind. Yeah, is that the laziest thing possible? I mean, I could do it, but it'd take 4 clicks. Was reminded last night of YouTube channel 10-second songs. He does songs in different styles. So like Toxicity in the style of Queen. Walk This Way in the style of Pantera. And I never bothered listening to those, but he used to do a bunch of like this song in like 20 styles or whatever. 20 different styles. And it looks like he hasn't done any of those in a long time, though. Those were fun. Trying to find the meme video. When that dude is filming above him and a cat jumps off a shelf and it knocks a very heavy object onto his head. Presumably the video cuts and I can't find it. So I found a Reddit post about someone's young cat running into a door and dying from it, and I'm traumatized. What? Well, that's just weird. That sounds fake, honestly. Cat dying from running into a door? That sounds fake. Unless there's like the door of an Iron Maiden, maybe. You know, somebody had their Iron Maiden open, and the cat ran into that door. Then that might help. Megadeth came up in my music feed and reminded me of you. Yeah, that might be fatal. That's why you got to make sure you leave the Iron Maiden closed. If you're going to have it open, make sure to cat-proof it. With a moat. No, you just gotta like, put like soft things on the spikes. Just nice little Yeah, and just some soft little nubs on the ends. Better yet, replace the spikes entirely with like things the cat can like climb up. Turn an Iron Maiden into a big ass cat tree. That's the that's what you do with an Iron Maiden. Hey, Zombie Queen. Sorry, Rebecca. I missed your comment about being a peasant. I was distracted thinking of something completely random. What am I doing? Still unemployed, and it still fucking sucks. Still not denying it. Well, I mean, who am I to tell Rebecca who she can and can't be? If Rebecca wants to be a peasant, if Rebecca feels like a peasant, who am I to naysay her? You be the best damn peasant you can be, Rebecca. One of these days, Rebecca's going to live out her peasant fantasy by coming at me with a torch and a pitchfork. Like the peasants from Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Anyway, suppose time to end the stream now. I'ma get going. So, as I said, I will be late tomorrow because going out for birthday dinner for my brother. Not actually his birthday tomorrow, but because he will be working on his actual birthday. We're doing the dinner tomorrow. So I will be later than usual, at which point I'll let you know what I ate. So good night and bye-bye.